Violets getting ready to finish up their road trip. The way the UAA works, NYU ends up playing Carnegie Mellon and Case Western Reserve in back-to-back weekends. Same for the Spartans. A week ago they were in Boston and then in New York to take on the Judges and the Violets. And then fast forward 7 days, and those two schools come to Cleveland as Case Western Reserve University hosts them. So the Violets are here from Pittsburgh on Friday night with a win over the Tartans of Carnegie Mellon. And the Spartans are here at home with a win, an upset win, on Friday night right in this gymnasium against the number 25 ranked in the team country, Brandeis University. We're about ready to start it. Alex Gould, our super sensation sophomore. I think I can come up with a few more S's for you, Alex. Welcome in.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here today.
How was the walkover today on the cold campus morning?
Walkover, I'll tell you this, it was a little better than Friday. Friday, just about 7 degrees here. Today we're up into the, I don't know.
Feels warm out today.
Yeah, comparatively 25, 30 out, not too bad. I'm excited for this matchup, though. Saw it a week ago today. CWRU, Case Western, came out victorious. They won by 8, primarily due to Cole Frilling, number 14, put up 30 points, played a 38 of possible 40 minutes. The guy to look out for tonight for the Spartan squad.
This is Sam Hansen. Sam looks like he got a fresh haircut. Probably be faster on the court today. Volkening and Frilling out top. Cole will dribble right and shoot it and make it. Cole Frilling starts out hot.
2 nights ago, Friday, wasn't shooting super well from the field, looking confident, liking his shot so far just after that one attempt, looking very good.
NYU coming in off a victory, a tight one, 70-69, or 80-79 over Carnegie Mellon.
And that was their first UAA in conference win of the season. NYU now 1-7 in the UAA, 8-11 overall.
Shot clock's at 1. They threw up a shot that did not go, but Spartans weren't paying attention to the rebound. Hoppy was on it, and Cade Hoppy with his first basket.
Seeing a lot of nice ball movement so far, lots of passes, making sure they're getting great opportunities.
This is Hollis faking left, going right. Frilling's tip wouldn't go. NYU with the basketball.
Hollis will make that 4 out of 5 times. Keep on taking them, Michael.
Narwhal right at it. Jaden Narwhal with his first bucket. Volkening will set the offense. Michael averaging 2 assists per game. Michael Hollis actually leads this team in dishing out assists. Hollis with just about 4. Iannotti picking up right where he left off on Friday night. Iannotti hit 5 threes on Friday night, and that's his first one of the night or the afternoon today.
He also put up 21 points total, which was a season high for him.
Demps, nice dribble drive, missed a shot. Here comes Hollis on the break. Michael Phil in the middle. Top of the key, Iannotti looking for the 3. Sam Hansen.
He'll never look to shoot. He'll take a few threes, but mostly a defensive guy.
Volkening missed a shot. Hollis kept it alive. Frilling picks up the loose ball and lays it up and lays it in.
Coach Tom McGinnis said one of the things he wants to see Cole Frilling improve on is his rebounding. Did a great job of rebounding, creating a second chance on that play.
Riley Demps on the baseline went right at Volkening. You see Michael, number 3. Michael will be called for the blocking foul. That will be Volkening's first, and Demps is going to shoot free throws. Riley Demps from New Orleans, 6'3", 185-pound sophomore guard. A couple of subs in for the Spartans. Ryan Newton and Bob Fowler have checked in for Case Western Reserve University.
So Newton and Fowler, the sophomore duo, both having great years. This is a regular thing for them, just four or so minutes into the game. They swap in for 2 starters, and it forced the defense to adjust.
Fowler and Hollis. Hollis in the lane. Spartans had 84 points on Friday night against Brandeis. Shot clock's inside 10. Iannotti deep. Going to drive, shorten it up, scoop underneath the defense's outstretched arms. Iannotti's got 5.
This weekend he's been doing that a lot more, getting inside, and I'm liking it. More than just a three-point threat, even though he's always great from there as well.
Last time these two teams played, Spartans beat NYU 85-77. In that game, Bob Fowler, who is now checked in at 16 points off the bench.
In the last 3 games for the Spartans, he's averaged right around 17 per game as well. He's been a great offensive force recently.
Good rebound, equal putback. That's Cade Hoppe. Hoppe's got 4 of the 7 for NYU.
Also 2 rebounds, which you don't see from him too much. He's okay at rebounding, averaging 4 per game, but usually not special.
Off the screen, cutter is Newton. Newton got tied up by Riley Demps. Good defense by Demps. Subs in for NYU. Number 33 is Jimmy Martinelli. Number 5 is Bobby Hawkinson. Hawkinson, the junior guard, 6'8". Martinelli comes in at 6'6".
Martinelli started 17 of the 19 games for NYU this year coming into this one, so you generally see him start.
Size inside makes the difference there. Iannotti gets his shot blocked. Hollis gets tied up. Got a jump situation. Possession arrow is in favor of the Violets. So look at that NYU bench and their head coach, Dagan Nelson.
Nelson's second year coaching this squad. Last year, NYU was 2-12 in the UAA, 8-17 overall. Looking to improve upon that this year. They've tied their win total already from last year. They're 8-11 this year.
Shot clock's down to 10. That's Spartan defense doing a nice job early in this basketball game. Drilling along the baseline, forcing a tough shot, and Ryan Newton grabs the miss.
Great positioning, 3 Spartans inside. No chance NYU can get the board offensively.
Iannotti saved one from going into the Violet bench. This is Newton with that soft jump hook that he loves. Hawkinson with the rebound, leading the break down the floor. It's Narwhal. Traveling with the basketball are the Violets.
Early on in this game, we've seen 2 missed, somewhat easy hook shots that usually go in. One from Newton, one from Hollis. Hopefully looking for the Spartans to finish a bit more of those inside if they want to expand that lead.
Michael Min has checked in for NYU. Min from Guam, 5'10", sophomore guard. Averaging 2 points per game off the bench. Bob Fowler found an opening, decided to take it.
Great soft touch on the pull-up there. Nice to see him on the board early. Spartans now up 4.
Fowler had a big night on Friday night. Alex in that win over Brandeis. He was our post-game guest. I cleared up a question that I'd had for a long time now. Do I call him Robert or do I call him Bob? He said Bob is fine. I always preferred Ron over Ronald. When somebody called me Ronald, I knew I was in trouble.
The shortened is nice and easy for both of you.
Nice drop step with the left hand. Bobby Hawkinson with his first basket.
Hawkinson always one of the best inside players for NYU, averaging 7 points, 5 boards per game.
Screen and roll. Hollis finds Newton. Beautiful passing that time by the Spartans all the way around.
There's a reason he leads his team in assists per game, as you said earlier, Ron. Great court vision.
You know, Michael's just an unselfish player all the way around.
You're right.
A couple of years ago when the Spartans had extreme injuries at their point guard spot, Michael actually took over the point guard duties and did them very well. He can play anywhere on the floor for Coach McGinnis. They're going to miss him. He's a graduating senior, but you've got a young player in first year, Cole Frilling, that's going to make a lot of people excited as the years go by. That was Frilling. He's got 6 points already, 6 of the 15.
He is such a beautiful, clean jumper, so consistent from all areas in the court.
Newton's defense creates a turnover. Errant pass, that time by Hawkinson. Ignas Masiulionis now in the game for the Spartans. I talked about him in the pregame. He was the spark plug, Alex.
He was.
That the team needed late in that second half to propel them on to victory over Brandeis.
He's the reason we held on, and the coaches clearly didn't expect him coming. One of the coaches vocalizing how surprised he was, and he just, when he shoots, when he can shoot, he can shoot. When he's on, he's on. Probably the best jumper, I'd say, on this team at its best.
That jump hook by Ryan Newton. Newton's got 4. Spartans trying to win their 4th game in conference play. Defense will matter today. The fadeaway shot. Newton kept it alive. Frilling picks it up. Here comes the first-year player.
The guy who just missed a shot for NYU, number 0, Ethan Feldman, he's their top player, averaging 15 points a game. Got to give a lot of credit to Spartan D. He hasn't done much today.
Fowler right at the defense. Bob missed it, and Hawkinson with a rebound. Bobby Hawkinson. What a great name that is to call. And he just rolls right off the tongue. Newton picks up the loose ball. Here comes Ignas Masiulionis. That's another fun name to say. Masiulionis.
That one's a little bit tougher than Hawkinson, though, isn't it, Ron?
Newton using strength and Hollis in the right spot at the right time. Michael Hollis with his first basket. That prompts a timeout by the Violets. They're down 10. Spartans with an early start looking good after 7 minutes and 50 seconds of play. There's Michael Hollis with the follow. We'll be back.
Have you heard the news? The Intercontinental Cleveland has earned its 10th consecutive 4 Diamond Award from AAA in recognition of its high-quality accommodations and exceptional service standards. Planning an important event like a corporate meeting, annual conference, fundraising gala, holiday party, or highly personalized wedding? Choose excellence in the Intercontinental Cleveland. Our planning professionals will take time to consider every detail and lead you through an experience which is proudly world-class. Call us today at 216-707-4100 for more details or to request a tour of our spectacular accommodations.
Beautiful look, the wide angle of Adelbert Gymnasium. Alex, I was telling our viewers in our pregame that when you walk into this building, there's an old sandstone block with a carving in it with a date. It says Gymnasium, and the date next to it is 1888. This place has been around. Jimmy Martinelli with his first basket for the Violets. Do you have any phys ed classes? Do you have them in here? Have you taken any in your?
The one I took wasn't in here. They're kind of hard to get, though, so as a sophomore, I'm probably going to wait until next year to take more of those classes. So I don't really know where they're at, in all honesty, but it's kind of crazy to think about the history of this building. Originally built to be an armory for World War I. I think Throwback Weekend was pushed here and was created in 2006. Every Friday and Sunday, one of them per year. Players get to come back and experience what it was like to play here for Spartans decades ago.
Shot clock's at 4. Anticipation in the air as NYU shoots one at the end of the clock. Masiulionis kept it alive for Newton. This is Ryan Newton, or Bob Fowler rather. So let me ask you, Alex, sometimes you have classes with some of the guys. I know in the past you have. Do you get a feel from any of them on how they feel about playing inside Adelbert Gymnasium? Do they like it? Do they look forward to it? Have you had an opportunity to even find that out from any of them?
That's an interesting question. Last year I was with a few of them. A lot of them aren't on the team anymore. Transferred schools aren't on the team. So I don't know. I don't have as many connections as I did last year. I didn't have a chance to ask them about their feeling in the gym specifically. I did talk to Coach McGinnis, though, who said from his perspective, a lot of the players think it's cool, but it's such a big adjustment because they're not used to playing in this. The depth perception is off. They have to practice here multiple days to even feel an ounce of comfort heading into a game. So I'm sure it's kind of mixed feelings from the player end.
Newton strong to the basket. Newton went right at Harrison Watley, who stands 6'8". Ryan Newton's got 8. You mentioned depth perception, and we talked about this on Friday night. It typically takes both teams a little bit to get a feel for that, the depth behind the basket and, the high ceiling and then the extended depth. At Horsburgh Gymnasium on the one end, there's a cinder block wall pretty close. That's Newton, swats it into the folding chairs on the sideline. Both teams just seem to have adjusted okay. I mean, NYU may say, are you kidding me? We've got 11 points. But I think that's had more to do with the Spartan defense early on in the first 10 minutes than
this
anything else.
Spartan defense really has been suffocating. One thing I want to know too about that block by Newton is he hasn't historically been a top blocker for the team. He's solid. He does lead the team actually with 24, but not by a big margin. That being said, the last 3 games he has 6 blocks now. He's been an elite protecting the paint.
Violets want another timeout. We'll take one too as the Case Institute of Technology Rough Riders go to their bench. We'll be back.
Inova Living is a modern, amenity-rich residential community located in Cleveland's Greater University Circle neighborhood, offering studio, 1- and 2-bedroom apartment homes. Enjoy all-inclusive living with convenient on-site shopping, 24-hour concierge services, a 24-hour fitness center, resident lounge, and more. All within close proximity to Case Western Reserve University. Inova Living online at inovaliving.com.
Boy, great sounds by the Spartan Pep Band. You know, we talked about the high ceiling a minute ago. That Spartan Pep Band is in Gutina's Landing, which is the theater-like setting here at the western end of Adelbert Gymnasium. There's our camera angle from that landing area, the Spartan Pep Band to the left of our camera, and it just resonates inside this building. It's an awesome addition to Throwback Weekend.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, especially said from the elevated surface in the second level. It's even cooler to hear them play from down here.
NYU coming out a little more aggressive on defense, extending that defense to the perimeter. Masiulionis missed the 3, but there for the rebound, and the putback and the basket is Jason Lewis.
Very interesting because the trap against Volkening to start that play, highly effective, but they didn't keep the rebounding position in mind as much, you could say. That being said, Lewis got a bit lucky there. Ball went long, great putback by him.
Whistle inside, 2 players banging around bodies. It's Newton along with Cade Hoppy. The foul will go against Hoppy. Hoppy 6'8", 220. They're big, NYU. Watley 6'8", 210. Hawkinson 6'8", 230.
Now the definite height advantage over the Spartan squad. One other thing to note now, number 0, Ethan Feldman, back in the game. Let's see out of the timeout if he improves for them because he's a possible 20-point-per-game scorer.
Hey, how about this? Lewis with a 3. Before
more.
Friday night,
Yeah.
we really hadn't seen Jason Lewis a whole lot. He
Yeah.
played in that game against Brandeis, and he's getting big minutes right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Slowly throughout the year, they've been Coach McGinnis has been putting him in the lineup a bit more, but as you said, this weekend it's been an explosion. We've been seeing him quite a bit.
Fouls on Newton. That's Ryan's first. Actually, it's his second. I missed one. Hoppy will be at the free throw line. Cade on the season, 67% from that foul line. Hoppy leading the Violets in scoring right now in this game. He's got 5 of their 12. Points are at a minimum right now for NYU in the first 11 and a half minutes of this basketball game.
Yeah, you're definitely right. A few guys have put up 1 bucket, maybe for 2 points total, but NYU, they're down 15, 28-13, only 11 and a half minutes into this one. A little bit of a half-court press we're seeing more. They're pushing up a little bit more, this NYU D.
Spartans patient. They'll allow Volkening to shoot that ball. NYU almost said go ahead, and Michael did.
Volkening on the season, 11 for 28 from beyond the arc, just under 40%. Not a necessarily bad three-point shooter. They can keep on letting him take those. He'll sink them.
28-15, mini 4-0 run right now for the Violets. Hollis, ball's kicked around. Frilling will control it, shoot it, missed it long.
Good positioning and rebound there by number 33, Martinelli.
Catch and shoot, long one. That foul is going to go against Michael Hollis. Hollis running into Feldman as both of them went for the rebound.
Inbound now for NYU, looking to get some points on the board, make this an 11-point game.
Nice drive by Feldman off the inbound. Ethan took it right to the basket. 7:20 left to play, opening half. 6-0 run stopped with that Ionati three-point shot.
Picking up where he left off Friday. Beautiful there.
NYU trying to get back in it, and Antonio Ionati. When you hit a three, when your opponent's making a run, it's a good way to stop it. Whistle away from the ball, fouls inside. Hollis banging inside with Hoppy, and Cade's going to pick up another foul. Hoppy with 2 fouls to go along with 6 points.
So far this game, I have to say, I've been highly impressed by the Spartan offense. 31 points in only 13 minutes, something you don't see a lot from this team, but lately they just been getting better and better at scoring the ball. Great start, exactly how they wanted to.
So the officials are looking over whether or not there was a flagrant foul on that. If they're looking to see if Hollis got hit in the face by Hoppy. So while they look at that, we will take a quick timeout. We'll be back. Bringing the game ball back to the court is that young lady. Actually, I think she's stealing it. I don't think she's bringing it back. Luckily, we've got 2 game balls.
Let our little fan have some fun, I guess.
She's walking out right now, going up the steps with it.
Yeah.
Her mom's holding her. They're hoping nobody's paying attention. Our cameras found her, though. Nice crowd on hand today here on a Sunday afternoon inside Adelbert Gymnasium. That group right there is one of the groups that come along to support Michael Hollis, is Coach Jen Reimer. Her Spartan women will play at 2 o'clock. There is no intentional foul or flagrant foul after review. Just a typical foul from Cade Hoppy. So we play on. Hansen with a beautiful feed inside to Hollis.
That was almost too fast.
Yeah,
Alex can get his hands
you're right,
on it.
Alex. Sam will shoot it. Missed it short.
Nice job trying to draw a foul there by Hansen, though.
Bob Fowler doing a nice job. Bobby Hawkinson lost the handle, and Fowler was there to try to jump on it, grab the ball for the Spartans. It got knocked out of bounds off NYU.
You see some contact there by on his right arm, flies a little bit backwards. He was holding it for a second, but looks good now, Fowler.
This is Ionati trying to find his own shot. Sets up his teammate, Bob Fowler. That one's missed long. Hawkinson got knocked down by Sam Hansen, and Sam's going to pick up a foul.
Out of nowhere, we've seen quite a lot of physicality the last minute or so in this one.
You know, in a weird way, the court almost seems, and I know it's not, this is just perception, but maybe it's because of the how big NYU is. You know, I talked about 6'8", 6'8", 200, 220. Almost looks like the area is smaller that they're playing in. They're just running into each other.
Yeah, no, they are.
It's just perception. It's not. It's a regular-sized court, official court. Just looks a little tighter today. 6 minutes left to play in the opening half. Shot clock's down to 9. Hawkinson, NYU moving the basketball. Hansen with defense. Hollis trying to keep Hawkinson from tipping that ball in.
Another reason the court might look a little bit tighter today is plays like that. Great defense. No one's getting open looks. Everyone's always being guarded all the time. It's nice
Michael
to see.
inside. How about that from Bob Fowler? It was beautiful.
Great feed. Great feed. And this is why it's so great to have Hollis back as well. Not only is he great on the ball, but off the ball, and knows when to cut and where to cut.
Fowler with defense, block shot. Hollis controls on the break. Michael still in the middle, looking back. Bob Fowler will take it, spin, lay it up softly. It drops. Bob Fowler's got 4. His Spartans have 35, and they've got an 18-point spread, plus 18 for Case Western Reserve. Nice finish by Bob Fowler. There's a timeout on the floor. We've got just over 5 left in the first half. Come on back.
Inspired by the 60s, Dave's Cosmic Subs is spreading love around the world one sub at a time. Voted the best in Cleveland, Dave's Cosmic Subs uses only the freshest ingredients, all wrapped in the history of rock and roll. Dave's Cosmic Subs are perfect for any occasion, especially your next Spartan athletics gathering. Visit Dave's Cosmic Subs Coventry or call 216-320-0330 for delivery. There's only one legendary sub, and that's Dave's.
You know, there are those aerospace engineering students at Case Western Reserve getting their rockets stuck up in the rafters here. You're a psychology major, right?
Minor.
Minor. With marketing as your major?
Yeah, you got it.
So, you know, do you have any buddies, girlfriends, boyfriends that are engineering majors working in rockets?
Yeah, I do actually.
Maybe ask them about why there are all these foam rockets stuck in the rafters of Adelbert Gymnasium. We heard the Case bench jump off the bench as Hollis blocked that shot. NYU doing a nice job of staying with it, though. Staying patient. Hollis and Hawkinson, jump ball. Spartan bench, I don't know if we can get a shot of them. They are all up right now. Sitting back down now, but they are very energetic. There's the block by Michael Hollis that got his teammates to rise to their feet. Masiulionis, Volkening, all the way down the line.
You always love to see excitement from the bench. You gotta know what energizes the players on the court so much more when they see that from their teammates too.
Hansen looking for a teammate. Frilling with position inside. Hard foul. Official jumps in right away. Everything's good. Cole Frilling's got a smile on his face.
See his neck jolting on that replay, backwards and forwards. A lot of physicality and contact coming these last few minutes.
Foul's on number 30. It is on Nick Mukarchuk. Here you'll see a look at it. This play's under review. Looks like a typical foul to me. I mean, you know, Nick held on to him, wrapped his right arm around him. Yeah, officials will take a look at it. We'll talk about Mather College. Mather College being honored here on Throwback Weekend. The women's college that led to the connection with the Case Institute of Technology and Western Reserve University that forms the school that we all know well and love, and Alex is a student of today, Case Western Reserve University. Spartan Club, big sponsor of this weekend. Case Tech being honored today. That's why the Spartans are wearing the brown and white of the Rough Riders. I actually like the Red Cats and the Rough Riders. Friday night it was the Western Reserve Red Cats. Yeah. That logo, real cool. The Rough Rider logo is kind of neat. The Mather College, they have the arch of Mather College, the Mather Arch, which is on this campus right now. It's on off Euclid. You can see it. So it's a great weekend. As you can see, the folding chairs are right along courtside. I mean, it's a wonderful venue if you're a fan to watch the game and really feel a part of it. the Spartan Club, the pep band up inside, up in the Katina's Landing, just above the court. It's a good shot there as they pull out. You can see the court is just below. Alex and I will be up there between the men's and women's game. I can see Alex right now. They've got the heaters.
So not marked as a standard foul here. Frilling's going to get 2 free throws, and Spartans get the ball back.
So they're explaining it right now. The officials are to Dagan Nelson, the NYU coach. So they did not mark that as a common foul. Yeah. You know, it's so subjective. I watch NFL games on Sunday, and they talk about targeting, or actually college football games on Saturday, and they talk about targeting, and I don't know what's targeting and what's not. It seems to be different every time. Yeah. It's the same in the college game with, you know, an intentional foul or a standard foul. It's all subjective.
This is why in the MLB they're trying to talk about robot umpires, because they're trying to make it more objective and not up to the ref.
In baseball they are. They're actually considering that with the strike zone.
Isn't that crazy?
I like the human element. I really do.
Me too.
You know, they're working through this whole replay thing to try to make it, you know, everybody obviously wants the call to be correct, whatever the call may be. I mean, everybody's in favor of making the correct call, so it's just trying to work through the timing of it and the consistency of it in all different ways. Beautiful strength and reverse layup inside for NYU. That's Jaden Narwhal. He's got 4.
NYU still yet to hit a three-pointer this whole game. 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. On the season, the team averages 6.6 per game, so they definitely like to shoot the 3 a bit.
Frilling off a pass. Oh, that was smooth as silk. Cole Frilling. He's got 11 in the opening half, Alex.
Been playing great, better and better as the season's gone on, and with that, the Spartans have 4 total threes today. They've been lights out from everywhere.
Hawkinson right at Hollis. They'll say Michael set his feet. It's going to be a charging foul on Bobby Hawkinson.
See the replay here. That's a tough call too. That's a subjective call, because you can make an argument that Hollis was still moving and not set.
.320 left in this opening half. Spartans already with 40 points, and their defense has held NYU to under 20. Fowler lost it, got it back, double teamed. Ionati will shoot out of it and make it. How about that? Antonio Ionati bailing his teammate out. Ionati's got 11. He's hit 3 threes so far. He had 5 on Friday night. Soft hook won't go. Bob Fowler almost lost his teeth on the first row of the bleachers as he dove for that ball to save it. And I hope Mr. and Mrs. Fowler have the dental plan paid in full right now. Comes NYU. Hawkinson against Hollis again.
Great little hop step there by Hawkinson, just couldn't quite finish.
I think if Bobby uses the rim in his favor there and goes the reverse instead of trying to get it in traditionally, he might have been successful.
Very fair. The number 0 there, Ethan Feldman, been a bit off his game today, 4 points. He's the team leader with 15 per game on the season.
Long 3 at the buzzer. Does not go. Ionati with quickness down the floor. This is Frilling. Cole's going to take it to the basket, draw the defense. Spartans with it out top. 2 minutes left in the opening half. It is a 24-point lead for Case Western Reserve University.
Fowler, the 6'4" forward.
Frilling drops.
Lucky bounce.
But this is the NBA. He gets the continuation, and it's a 3-point play, or at least the opportunity for it. That is not the case here. Just a foul.
That still looks pretty on the replay, though. You can tell Frilling feeling confident and happy today with his reaction to that one. Usually he's a little bit more quiet in the court when he makes a shot, but we got to see a little bit of his emotion and energy there.
Number 1 in your shots, Harrison Watley from Mount Pleasant. Watley, a 6'8", 210 sophomore.
Amazing inbound play there. Fowler's season opening in the defense, and just like that, Spartans at 45.
NYU is going to shoot some free throws. Foul is on the Spartans, Sam Hansen. 13 in your shot, is a young man shooting free throws. It's Jaden Narwhal. Narwhal with 4 points this afternoon. Make it 5. Jaden Narwhal from Vancouver, averaging just under 20 minutes per game for Coach Dagan Nelson. Makes them both. He's got 6.
A week ago, when NYU faced off against Case Western, Narwhal scored 11 points, played 32 minutes.
You know, we've seen that here with the Case Western team. Players getting a lot more minutes as the conference season goes on. I mean, players who weren't getting the minutes beforehand. So coach is obviously noticing the effectiveness of guys as the season goes on. Sometimes it's a matchup thing. Sometimes it's just people are getting better. Tie up inside. Possession arrow will be in the favor of NYU. So the Violets will have the basketball. Massiulionis off the bench. There's the tie-up. It's been a very physical game, very physical. Want to remind everybody the women's game will follow at tip, set for 2 o'clock. A couple minutes one way or the other, depending on when this one ends. Women a week ago won on that East Coast trip. Both games, one in Boston, one in New York. Trying to get the winning ways back this afternoon against the Violets. They lost to Brandeis on Friday night. Jaden Narwhal is going to come back and shoot free throws. Frilling's going to pick up a foul. First foul on Cole Frilling. Narwhal's first miss.
On the season, Narwhal is 68% free throw shooter.
7 points for the junior from Vancouver. Inside a minute left to play in this half. Nice feed from Ionati into Bob Fowler. That was quick. Antonio had his right eye on the pass coming to him with his left eye on his teammate, Fowler, who was wide open.
Fowler now the 4th Spartan player who has at least 8 points already by the half.
Hawkinson, nobody guarding him, will step up and shoot it.
Hawkinson 1 for 7 from the field today, struggled a bit. Not generally a guy who takes a lot of jumpers. More of an inside presence, averaging 7 points, 5 boards per game.
Good shooter from inside. His field goal percentage is mid-50s. Probably a little bit out of his comfort zone outside that paint area.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's so rare to see him at 1 for 7 today, because as you said, on the season, if he takes a shot, more likely that he'll make it than he won't.
Hollis and Massiulionis lose the basketball at the buzzer. A long shot, back of the rim. It almost went for Riley Demps. That was a highlight shot that just about happened. It did not, though, and the Spartans head into the locker room at halftime up 25. It's 47-22. Todd McGinnis will join us here at halftime.
I don't remember the last time talking to you.
You're up 25 at halftime.
I don't remember the last time talking to you like this, Ron. So it's been I think it might have been the last time we played here on a Sunday.
Have you been up this many points in a game this year? Do you know, Todd?
I have no. You're asking the wrong guy.
We're going to have to look at that because it's been a not only an offensive display. I mean, you're at 47, so you could flirt with 100 today, but defensively, a lot early in the game specifically, they got deep NYU into the shot clock. I mean, they had to just throw junk up because your defense was so good.
Yeah, and early they got 6 points early in the game on offensive rebounds. That's one of the things they do is they kill you on the glass. And so if we can keep them off, they're big. You know what I mean?
They're big, 6'8", 220, 6'8", 200.
Some big boys, Hollis, Newton, Cole, they're battling in there. So we just got to keep it going. We just got to learn, can we play with the lead here? You know what I mean? Can we handle handle being up 25.
Yeah. So what's the message up 25? Drop the hammer, keep the pedal up to the metal.
Probably don't listen to what I tell you and do what you did in the first half.
Just ignore everything.
Yeah, ignore me.
Except your sense of fashion. Today's brown and white day with Case Institute technology.
Yeah,
and you're doing that.
It's my buddies. We have a group. We wear some lapel pins and know each other well, and they're probably watching. So I'll be getting a screenshot of this at halftime. And
Looking good.
They call it the Snake Hunter. This one.
TJ Duckett looks a little bit better today, though.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
He's here.
Todd McGinnis, thanks very much.
Ron.
All right, Todd McGinnis, his Spartans up 25 at halftime. They're loving life right now.